guys, welcome back to Crypto Skillet. So I am now making over $100 a day with the Beekeeping Miner. And in fact, I'm actually earning about $108 each day to be more precise. And that is absolutely insane considering I've only invested $400 total. So that puts my daily returns at about 27%, which is just mind-blowing. So now how is that possible? Because after all, this miner is supposed to pay out about 8% daily on average, right? So how am I getting such incredibly high returns? Well, the answer lies in the power of compound interest. And in just a moment, I'm going to explain my exact strategy that I'm using to exponentially grow my profits with this project. Now, if you don't already know, the Beekeeping Miner is a brand new gamified DeFi passive income project that just launched about 7 days ago. And this project has just been blowing up, okay? You can see here that the TVL is up to over $245,000, which is absolutely phenomenal for a new project that's only been around for a few days. So if you've been following my channel, you'll know that many of these gamified projects like this have been doing incredibly well lately, and they often seem to be the projects that stick around as well. And Beekeeping Miner is definitely one of the most popular projects in the DeFi space right now, and I think a lot of that is because this project was created by a legit and reputable team that people already know and trust called the BNB team. And this team created a previous project about 6 months ago that was a BNB miner, and that project did extremely well, and it is actually still running and still paying out to this day. And of course, any mining project that can last for over 6 months and still keep paying out is truly noteworthy. And so now that same team have just launched this new BUSD mining project called the Beekeeping Miner, and this one is even better than their first project with a higher daily ROI and some amazing bonus features that can really skyrocket your earnings. And obviously it has been working out insanely well for me so far, and you'll see exactly what I mean when we look at my earnings in just a moment. So stick around guys, because I'm going to tell you everything you need to know about the Beekeeping Miner. I'll walk you through the dashboard and show you exactly how everything works step by step, and we'll dive into my earnings, and I'll share my exact strategy that I'm using to maximize my profits with this project. And of course, after watching this video, if you want to get invested with this project yourself, I've got a link down below in the description where you can get started. But first, if you're new to the channel, welcome to Crypto Skillet, where we talk about all things crypto and I share the latest and greatest DeFi projects and ways to make passive income with you guys. So if you like making passive income, go ahead and leave a thumbs up on the video and subscribe to the channel. And remember that none of this is financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just a guy on YouTube sharing my thoughts, experiences, and opinions, so always do your own research and invest at your own risk. And now with that said, let's get into it. Alright, so this is the Beekeeping Miner website, and as you can see, it has this very cool gamified user interface, and there's a little character right here, and you can move him around this map by clicking your mouse where you want him to go, and he will follow your mouse. Now you can actually use this miner without even moving the character around, because you can get to everything that you need to by using these buttons that you see. Now the way that this miner works is that you're basically playing as a beekeeper. So what you do is you buy beehives, and then those beehives produce honey for you every second. Now once you've bought those beehives, they never go away, okay? They are always there producing honey for you, and that honey is what you can sell to receive the BUSD rewards directly to your wallet. So the very first thing that you need to do is connect your wallet. So in the top right corner, there's a button that says Connect Wallet. Now for me, it says Disconnect Wallet because I've already connected my wallet, but that is where the Connect button is located. After you have connected your wallet, you're going to need to come here and buy beehives, and you'll do that by clicking the Buy Beehives button. Then in this box, you'll need to first approve the amount of BUSD that you want to invest. So if you want to invest 1,000 BUSD, you just enter 1,000 right here and then click Approve. Then once you've done that, the approved amount will show up right here, and then again, you're going to enter the amount that you want to invest in this box. So if it's 1,000 BUSD, you'll just type 1,000, and then to actually invest that amount, you just click the Invest button. Now once you've done that, those beehives are going to immediately start producing BUSD rewards for you in the form of honey. Then there is another area that's very important called the apiary. Now, the apiary is where you go to compound your rewards. Okay, so basically when you compound your rewards, you're taking the honey that you've earned and using it to buy even more beehives. So as I showed you guys in my previous video about this project, one of the coolest things about Beekeeping Miner is that you are allowed to compound every 12 hours, okay? And a lot of projects make you wait 24 hours before you can compound. So with this project, you can compound twice as fast. And of course, every time you compound, you are taking your profits and reinvesting them back into the project, which then grows your daily earnings even more every time that you do it, because you are then earning interest on top of your interest, and it starts really adding up over time. Now, of course, that compound interest is powerful enough on its own, but it gets even better. Okay, so with Beekeeping Miner, every time you compound, you get a 2% bonus added to your daily ROI. So the first time you compound, you get an additional 2%, the second time you get an additional 4%, the third time you get an extra 6%, and so on, all the way up until you have compounded 10 times, at which point you'll have reached the maximum 20% compound bonus that gets added to your daily returns. Now you can see here in my apiary that my total deposits are now up to over $1,000. Now remember guys that I only deposited $400 out of my own wallet into this project. So that means that so far, this project has generated an additional 600 BUSD for me, and I have been compounding those rewards because the greater that deposit balance becomes, the more BUSD I'm earning every second. Now with this project, you are required to compound at least 10 times before you can sell that honey. And you can see there's a section here that says mandatory compounds, and that will help you keep track of how many times you have compounded up to that minimum 10 times. Now, after you have reached that 10 compound minimum, you do not have to sell at that point, okay? You have the option to sell, but you also have the option to continue compounding for 10 additional times, okay? So the maximum number of times you can compound in total is 20. Now, as I mentioned before, after your 10th compound, you are receiving an additional 20% bonus added on top of your daily ROI. So that means if you continue compounding for 10 additional times, that's 10 compounds that are going to receive an extra 20% that you would not be getting if you sold your honey at that point, okay? Because when you sell, it resets your compound bonuses. Now, I have already compounded 13 times, and it has been just over 12 hours since my last compound, so I can now compound again for a 14th time. And you can see here in the last 12 hours since my last compound, I have earned over $54, which again comes out to about $108 per day. And this honey pot will keep filling up for 48 hours. So if I wanted to, I could just let this thing fill up for another day and a half, and that would give me about $216 that I could withdraw straight to my wallet. Now, obviously, that is a huge payout. I mean, that's over 50% of what I invested in the project to begin with, all in one payout just a few days after I got into the project. Now, if my goal was to earn money as quickly as possible, I would probably go with that option. However, my goal with this project is to make the most amount of profit, even though it's going to take a little bit longer. But in the end, this will generate a greater overall yield for me. So what I'm doing is compounding all the way up to the maximum 20 compounds. And then once I have reached that 20th time, I'm going to let that honey pot fill up for 48 hours and then take a hefty profit and then just continue repeating the process all over again. And now with that said, when you do want to actually come and compound your rewards, all you have to do is click that build more beehives button. And again, just make sure that you've waited at least 12 hours since your last compound, and then you're good to go. Now, when you're ready to actually sell your honey, all you have to do is click the sell honey button. And this shows you the amount that you have currently earned in your honey pot. And then there is also a sell cooldown period. Okay, that lasts for 4 hours. So that means that you must wait at least 4 hours between each sell. And then of course, as I mentioned, you must have compounded at least 10 times before you sell this honey. Otherwise, you'll have to pay an 80% fee. So just make sure that you have reached that mandatory minimum 10 compounds, and then you can sell your honey outright without having to pay any fee. Now, of course, if you want to go even further with this compounding thing. After you have sold your honey, you can then take those profits and then reinvest them manually by buying more beehives using that exact amount that you just withdrew. And obviously doing that can greatly increase the amount that you are earning, so I will probably do that as well. Now, to give you guys an idea of how much you can earn with this project, they have a calculator. So you just hit the calculator button and then you can enter any amount of investment and you can see what your monthly earnings will look like based on that amount of investment. So if you invest $1,000, you'll see that that will give you about $4,417 in just 1 month. So that's almost 4.5 times your initial investment that you're getting as a return in just a month. Okay, that is really insane. Now, they also have a lottery that's coming very soon, along with some additional mini games that they plan to launch. And these will just be extra fun ways to earn a little bit more BUSD while also helping to support the TVL of this miner itself. Then they also have a referral system, so if you know anybody who might be interested in this project, you can share your link with them and earn a little bit extra on top while also helping the project to grow. And they do have an FAQ button that will take you to the white paper as well. Now, I've gone over that in detail in previous videos, so I won't go through that here, but if you want to check that out, I invite you to look at my previous videos about this project where I closely examine that white paper. So guys, I'm sure you can see why I'm so excited about this project. All right, it is absolutely crushing it for me right now. Again, I'm earning over $108 a day right now, and remember, this is only on a $400 initial investment, so these are absolutely staggering returns that I'm getting. And again, it's still very early on in this project, so guys, if you want to get invested with this project yourself, I've got a link down below in the description where you can get started. And of course, it's important to remember that with any crypto project, there is always risk involved, so make sure that you're always doing your own research and never invest more than you're willing to lose. So guys, if you got value out of this video, do me a favor and smash that like button for the YouTube algorithm. And if you enjoy hearing about these new and upcoming DeFi projects and ways to make passive income, then be sure to subscribe to the channel and hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on a future video. Also, feel free to follow me on Twitter and join my Telegram group so you can stay connected. And I've got links for both of those in the description as well. All right, guys, that's all for now. We'll see you in the next video. Cheers.